By now, most of you probably know who Musab Hassan Youssef is. He's a son of one of the original founders of Hamas. But since childhood, he realized that Hamas and his own father are evil, and he decided to defect. And he came out, and he's been fighting for freedom ever since. He's also done another video, a couple of videos I'm going to show you, exposing the United Nations and the globalist elite who have been completely doing a one-sided mission against freedom, sovereignty of countries, and of course Jewish people around the world, including Israel. This is the message to the United Nations Secretary General saying, Mossab says, you are part of the problem, not the solution.
Today, the United Nations called for an immediate ceasefire. While Israel ground operation hasn't achieved its clear goal of removing Hamas from power. The UN timing is very suspicious. In fact, the UN today is siding with the devil. They are conspiring to rescue Hamas, just like they did during the past 3 wars. They rescued Hamas and helped them become deadlier, instead of condemning the terrorist group for their crimes against humanity. The UN has been part of the problem, not the solution. The UN is serving the interests of Russia and China in their desperate attempt to change world order. This is their real motive. It was never the interest of the poor Gazans. Hence, Israel must do whatever it takes to remove Hamas from power and give Gaza back to the people of Gaza.
Absolutely. I mean, there has to be a solution where ordinary Palestinians in Gaza take back control of their land, and you cannot allow, and that's why Israel doesn't want to take over the territory anyway. So we don't want the trouble, and they actually asked the Palestinian Authority to take over. Mahmoud Abbas is a little bit distracted, like an idiot. He says, "Well, I'll think about it," because he also scared of taking over Gaza. But there should be enough leaders, community leaders in Gaza who can rise up after the whole thing, after Hamas are destroyed, to say, we shall rebuild Gaza. But he also did another video, which is absolutely fascinating. I don't know why he decided to look like a Rambo. But I don't know what's going on here. But it's also a very important message. Let's go.
A message to Hamas. Why you will be defeated. You never cared for the Palestinian people. Instead, you hijacked their cause and their struggle. Your useless effort has always been to destroy Israel, not to build a Palestinian nation. Your fight was always driven by revenge, not justice. You risked the lives of defenseless civilians who entrusted you to govern them, not to use them as human shields. You lived in luxury while the refugees of Gaza starved. You valued your ideals more than you valued human life. You governed Gazans by fear and intimidation. You cultivated wealth as Gazans drowned in poverty and despair. Finally, you gambled with children's blood. Hence, you will certainly be defeated, buried along with your delusions in the tunnels you yourselves have dug.
Yes, very powerful words, strong, robust statements from Mossab. Let's go back to what he said initially about the United Nations, but also the China and Russia and the Eastern globalists. The problem we now have in the West is that we are under attack from various sides. You've got people who want to change the world order. There is the threat from Eastern globalists, though, the Chinese Communist Party, Iran, and all the others. But there's also a threat from inside, which are our own so-called Western elite, who are control freaks. who want to save us from ourselves. And the reality is, the Western globalist elite, this is in aspects of that, as well as the Eastern side, they are in competition to take over our world order. That is the reality. They are competing with each other. So what they do is they come to you, both sides. They say, we are saving you from the other side. They don't say we're in competition with each other. They both want to change the world order. And they say we're going to stop the other guys. So what happens is, there are some people who would listen to, for example, the likes of Bill Gates, and would say, okay, we're gonna, he's telling the truth. We should go with anything that Klaus Schwab would say in Davos every year, because he's trying to save us from the rise of China and Iran. And then some people, because they hate the Western globalists so much, they will listen to President Xi and Putin and the Ayatollah of Iran, Khamenei, and say, well, they told us that how Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab want to destroy the world order and create a new world order. And China and Russia and Iran want to save us, so I'm going to support them. Like, you do realize they're both lying to you, because they both want the same thing. They're just competing with each other. And there are people who keep falling for this trap, saying, well, I'm going to be supporting Zelensky, or I'm going to be supporting Putin, I'm going to be supporting this, Biden, or Xi. Like, just shut up. Just support yourself and your family and individual liberty. Do not follow figures. Follow values and ideas. Always follow values. Have a set of values, go with them. Don't care about individuals, leaders, or figures. Nobody will save you. Only you can save you.